Hey, all right, man. Couple more days, it'll be Thanksgiving. It's John here, and here's the car I'm always working on. I built a channel around this car pretty much because it just had so many issues. It's a 92 W124 300E. I'm going to get chased by bees when I'm out here. For some reason, there's just bees. Anyways, got a nice little engine. I've already done pretty much everything under here. I've done brakes, suspension, muffler, you name it. So I've been working on the stereo in this car. Right now it's got an old JVC that came with the car. I've already had it out. I got a new head unit. It's got Bluetooth. It's a real cheap head unit, but we're just going cheap. So I've got the new unit working and everything, but I thought that it was defective, and it wasn't. It was me. I was the one that was defective. The right rear speaker was not working, and I thought maybe that the line was cut or something, because whoever had this before us 13 years ago, it looks like they had, I don't know, maybe they had a sub and an amplifier, and they put monster wiring through this whole car. I don't think the doors have it. I haven't got that far yet. But it's like, if you lift this carpet up, look at that. That is beefy. That is beefy wire. And I don't know what that blue thing is. I don't know if that's Mercedes or not. But anyways, so, oh man, and it's really warm. It was really cold. Now we're in for another heat spell in November. It's gonna be like 80 or 85 degrees here today in November. Freezing in the morning, cold at night, hot during the day. So I took that speaker out because it's blown. The bass is blown. The voice coil in the bass amplifier did not ohm out. And today I'm going to I ordered some new cheap speakers. I don't know, this is a real odd size speaker. I think it's like 5.5 maybe, and they have 5.25 is real common. You can find those everywhere, but the 5.5 you really can't. Yeah, weird, even part numbers on the rubber stuff in here. And this is all the stuff from the guy that tinted the window where the tint's falling apart. But yeah, taking these covers off is a kind of a pain. I think I figured it out. But see, this hole right here, there's a pin, you know, there's the plastic cover, and there's a pin that goes down in there, and then on the back side there's a metal washer, one of those kind of, I don't know what you call it, those kind of washers that insides have little grippy things, you know, and it broke, you know, when I tried to get it out, because I didn't know there was a metal washer there. I was going, what the hell? Oh shit. But I glued it. So today I'm gonna try to take that one off there, and we'll see how it works. You got to have these headrests up so it's like really convenient, and it's like in the way, you know, you're yeah. So I'm gonna show you how I take them off. I couldn't find a whole lot on YouTube on taking these covers off. This is a 92, and I could be wrong, but I think the early cars, like 87, I don't know why they started making these cars, 85, 87. I think the earlier cars have a different speaker grill. I think it comes off basically the same, but it's a little different. Yeah, one more thing. Okay, so with both stereos, um, speaker in this door works, speaker in that door doesn't work. Both tweeters work. The rear, just the back, the left side, driver's side, left side, that one works. This one doesn't work, so I've got two speakers that are out the door and that one there. Okay, now you see here's the right side, and I JB welded the plastic part in there. Sand it really good with sandpaper so the thing adheres and stays on there. And the kind of washer is like this. This is a metal washer with the gripping things. They push it on, and there's no way to get that, you know, unless you figure out how to get that whole shelf unit out. So I'm just going to I'm waiting for the speakers. They'll be here in maybe a week and a half, maybe two. I've got some Boss speakers. They weren't real expensive, but you know, if you want a really good stereo system, he's gonna have to pay for it. But he doesn't listen to the radio when he drives. I don't know why. So I'm just doing it so that if we ever sell this car, everything works on it. You know, before there was like all these speakers not working, so it didn't sound real good. Blown speakers. I'm sure the door's probably blown too. If I got to do that, then I'll replace both of them. We'll see. But yeah, here's the new unit right here. I installed it once and I thought that was defective because the right channel wasn't working. And what's weird is I took the speaker and I hooked it up to a stereo system where there's little monitor speakers with wires, and it made noise. I go, there's nothing wrong with it. And I ran a continuity check on the wire from here all the way back there, and there was continuity. The wire's okay. You know, I was going, the speaker makes noise. The wire's okay. It's got to be that unit. Well, what I was hearing, I kind of butchered these things because I'm not going to reuse it. What I was hearing is these two tweeters, you know, are attached to the mount, and I was hearing the tweeters, not the bass. So I'm probably just see if I can recoup some of my money and take the one working speaker and test it for ohms and just put it up on eBay. You know, things are going for incredible amount of money. You know, maybe $100 a speaker. It's crazy, and there aren't a whole lot of them. I wonder why. Because could it be 30 years old? But it works. So, because what happens to these things is, a couple things can happen. There's a voice coil in here. It's just a piece of, you know, it's like cardboard tube like that. And that copper wire is wound all the way around there, and there's the beginning and then the end, and that's what these two wires right here are, the two little silvery ones. I desoldered it so I could ohm it out. And those wires on that coil, you know, that coil that's glued onto this cardboard, sometimes the glue can fail because they glue them on, and then the coil falls, and it kind of falls down below, gets messed up, and it doesn't make noise anymore. You know, you could ohm out the speaker and it ohms, ohms out okay, but still doesn't sound good. That's because the wires have dropped, below the coil opening. Another thing is, somebody put in a really high wattage, high power amplifier in here. Turned it all the way up. The power, sometimes it can mess with that coil, and maybe, I don't know if it heats it up or whatever, and the copper wire that they wind around there is coated, and if that coating comes off and they touch it, doesn't sound good anymore. But you can test these for continuity. These two wires here, I had no continuity. Or you can put it on the ohm scale, and this one is rated at 2 ohms, and it didn't ohm. Everything else I tested in that method ohmed out okay, like those huge Sansui speakers right here. I just took that thing down. That thing must weigh 50 pounds. It's big, giant. You can see the size of the speaker right here. I took that thing out. That alone must have weighed 30 pounds. But it ohmed out perfectly, and all the other speakers in it, I was trying to fix the left channel that was out. Ended up being the amplifier, but I fixed it. It works now. So yeah, and the reason you'll see, like in yours, and you go take it apart and you go, why is there a capacitor in there? Well, they do that. They put a capacitor in there to protect the tweeters. If you have a high-powered amplifier, what it does is it reduces the power going to these, so these don't get blown out while you've got this thing blaring. And then you'll see, this is 2 ohms. That's pretty low. Usually they're 8 ohm speakers, but they do this so that from what I've read on the internet, okay, they do that so they get a really good bass response from these speakers, kind of like a subwoofer type thing. I think if you look at some of those subwoofers, the lower the ohms, the more bass, deep. Anyways, okay, I'm going to take this off and mess around. Maybe I'll take the door apart, but it's going to be really hot today, and I thought summer was over. All right. Okay, so here's the right speaker, the bracket that holds the speaker to the metal, and it's got just only these 2 little legs. And when you're under the trunk, you push them away from the speaker, that way. Okay? Oh man, I'm already sweating. So the speaker, what is somebody moving? The speaker's right under here. The one that's over there, those little tabs, you'll be able to see them. And then you push them away from the speaker one at a time and push up, and then it'll come out like this. And it'll come out just like this. Hold on. Wait, may unhook this thing real quick. Okay. That's pretty strong magnets. Okay, so where is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, you pull this connection. Wow, where are you? Okay, I got the connection undone or loosened. Take this foam out. It'll probably fall apart, but it's Some of this stuff's pretty stout. Yeah, its speaker grill is made out of ABS, so it's pretty strong. Oh, white. The other one was black. Ugh. Undo it. Then take it out. Wow. See, that's what the tweeters are. Isn't that weird looking? Look at that. Have you ever seen a speaker like that? Only Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, I'll just clean this up. I'll mount the speaker to see where it's at. This is high quality. I think this is Becker. I posted something on Ben's World, and just asked, what are you guys using for speakers and this and that, and you know, different things. Get on Crutchfield. Crutchfield's a pretty good, they have really good speakers and stuff, but you know, I didn't want to spend that much money, and my son didn't want to spend that much money. So at least now we know how to do it, and it'll be easy if he ever wants to upgrade to something stronger. And then they told me that I think it's called Becker Sound, and they're in New Jersey. They have a website, Becker Sound, I think, yeah. And they sell these speakers. They go, oh yeah, John, those guys sell those speakers. I'm like, well, now you tell me, like 4 days after the post, you know. It's okay, I already bought speakers. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I've done enough work. My working days are over. Actually, I might have to go get a job. So there's that. Yeah. Isn't that nice? I just ordered, put a link, but I just ordered a bunch of heat shrink. I soldered every single one of these. I had cut all these wires thinking it was bad. And I soldered every single one of these. Anyways. Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and it's 89 degrees here in Southern California in November. So I'm going to paint these. I've got this here, and when I've repainted the bumper, it's that color right there, which is pretty close to the color. These are real nasty because of sun fading. They've gotten darker and they're just nasty looking. So let me get this. I got this at Lowe's a long time ago, so I'll just do several coats and see how it comes out. And I wiped them down with rubbing alcohol. All right, let's see how it works out. A couple coats later, it's starting to look good. The grills were okay. It's weird, they retain their original color, but the surround just sun faded. I did break a corner off. I JB welded it back together, wet sanded a little bit. Hopefully it'll be okay. All right, how do they look? They look pretty good, huh? They're still a little wet. I think they're gonna look fine. Anyways, yeah, still a little crack here, but I reinforced it on the back. Probably really won't see it. Okay, still waiting on the speakers for this car. I canceled them because they weren't even shipped, and I ordered them in November. Anyways, what's that? stuff. Anyway, so I figure since I'm working back here anyways, I just might as well finish this whole area up on the interior. One of them is this window tint has failed, and I've been looking up at a ton of YouTube videos on tinting back windows because of curve. They've got this matrix thing right here, so I can see that there is air in between these little black dots. I don't think they have that on the front window. Yeah, they do. See it? So putting tint over that is kind of a drag. I guess I'm gonna have to do that. The last guy did, and getting it all the way down to here. It's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna vacuum, but today I'm gonna attempt to remove this wonderful, beautiful tint. Yeah, crap. You got to get this thing here back in there. They're real brittle, could break. I think I'm going to put like some silicone grease on these things, try to get it to push back. I guess it goes into, like, I don't know what's back there. I can't really see it. Maybe the camera might be. Yeah, so I don't know if I need to remove these pillars to make the job easier. There's a bunch of tools that I'm gonna buy. Oh, hi. John? Sure. Like in the garage? Yeah, just put it on the trunk there of the car. All right, you're on YouTube, man.
Have a good one.
Say hi. Amazon guy. More stuff. So yeah, so today I'm gonna remove this tint. I'm trying to see if you can feel these. Defroster. I think I can. I can feel it. I think that's one reason why this thing has failed over and over again. Sitting out here in the driveway all its life for the last 13 years in this hot climate here. We're in Southern California, inland in a valley where it gets hot. It's summertime. I think the hottest I've seen it here, it's about 115 Fahrenheit. And it hasn't been that hot for a long time. When I first moved here, it was like, holy crap. You know, now, I mean, I think last summer, it's December now. I think last summer, maybe 105 was the hottest. But this car sits out here. I keep them covered up. So I'm thinking, you know, what kind of tint should I buy? What kind of tint should I buy? You know, and the stuff that, I don't know, it just seems like the stuff that the professional shops, they don't really sell it, you know, in small quantities. You got to buy whole rolls of it from the company, you know, 200 foot, 300 foot roll, you know, $490, something crazy, you know. But so I'm going to get a ceramic tint. They also have ceramic plus nano or something. You look at it. You look on Amazon at Tint or on the internet. There's a million companies making this stuff, selling it. I think it's just a few companies actually making it, and all these other vendors put their name on it and sell it to you. You know, So you don't know. And you look at the reviews and they're, you know, so yeah, I'm thinking a ceramic, so that the ceramic blocks out like almost 100% of the UV. And then what's the other one? IR, how's it, infrared rays or something? It's what causes the heat. Like these things right now are good. They're a good 110 degrees right now, you know, and it might be 76 Fahrenheit. So yeah, so my plan is I'm going to put a shade over this so I don't boil, and I'm going to, you know, just spray it down with water, get my steam cleaner, and take this off with the steam cleaner. I don't know if I should take these off or not, you know, to put it to, once I get the tint shrunk on the back window, then I got to bring it in here. And there's all these areas here that I can't really get to, but I'm going to buy these special tools. One of them is called a bulldozer. And I can feel something down here. It's weird. What is it? A rubber seal. Bulldozer, it allows you to get down here, and then on side swipe tools that goes through here. I'll do it in the garage. I have to take this thing off. I'm afraid it's gonna break, but you know what? It's kind of goes onto a little pedestal here where the electrical connection is, and this thing just slides out. But I'm gonna spray some silicone in there just to help it so I don't shatter the whole thing. But I would like to get that off. These are okay. The headliner, you know, it's gonna be fun. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna have it prepared. And you know, since I think, oh yeah, I canceled the Boss speakers, and I bought some Pile. I've heard that name, and I bought them. They were not real expensive, you know. Like I said, this is just a basic stereo. It's not gonna be a killer thing or anything. It's just so we get a little bit of music or turn on the radio and it works. Yeah, the Pile ones have a real low profile where the magnet is, because this hole here, right here, is about it's about 3.5 inches, and that magnet has got to kind of, like, you know, go through here a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. I might have to build a little platform out of foam or something like that. So I wonder what this piece went to. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's I bet you this is one of the clips for the back of one of these things that's always falling off. Yeah, I'm gonna save that. These things are a pain in the butt. I've been researching it, and there are some metal clips that I think they attach to the metal part behind here, and then these things kind of like push into that metal clip, and that's what holds it. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna vacuum this thing out, blow all the dust out, get that tint off for now. Wow. All right. Yeah, spray with some silicone. Okay, see these things? Can you see it? Oh, it's hard. I hate being back here. It's really weird. I don't know how it works. So the electrical contacts are right here. This, I'm not quite sure I'll have to look at that again some other time. Okay, I got this off, didn't break it. Okay, so I'm just researching different adhesive removers, and there's a ton of them. But, you know, looking at YouTube videos on these tint shops that have their own channels, and I look and see what they use, you know, and most of them will use this Epic Orange Advanced Adhesive Remover. Now this, it's on Amazon, but for, I think it's 12 ounces, it's like almost like $30. It's crazy. Okay, and then the second one is this ATR solution, and this one's $23. I mean, that's just crazy. You know what happened? Okay, and then this is all over the internet. It's called Awesome. $1.25. Now they do have this at Home Depot, a couple miles away from me. So today I think I'm gonna get this stuff here. And I mean, you search for this stuff, and then there's so many different brands, you know. I mean, there's that, I was thinking of getting that Goo-Gone gel. You spray it on, it's a gel, and it stays on the glass. I used it to redo the hood pad on the SL and remove all the adhesive, and I sprayed it and left it overnight, and the next day it was all soft. But what I just got back from Home Depot. This was about $9 for this stuff. I got the LA's Totally Awesome. I thought I was getting the wrong stuff. It says degreaser cleaner. And then I got the spray gel that'll stay on there. So I don't know, that's pretty stubborn stuff. So see, here's this guy here on YouTube, the Tint Studio, and he's got a bunch of videos, and it seems pretty good, you know, explains everything. Tint Studio. So this is the stuff that he's been using, and he, you know, got it. You can get it at the dollar store. So, but it's the same concentrated cleaner, degreaser. Okay, so I tried both products. They kind of work. But you can see, like this, the tint is off in this area here, where it's clear. And so there's still, or the adhesive is off of that area. Off of there, because it's clear. A nightmare. Yeah, so it's so hot in here. It's already, it's 80 something degrees outside. This is really hot. It must be 100 and something degrees. So what I think I'm gonna do is I can't control the heat that's outside here. I spray it on and it just, you know, kind of dries up too quickly. So I think what I'm going to do tonight, wait for it to cool off or something, spray this stuff on there, either one of them, then put the saran wrap over it so it really can like sit there and cook, you know, and its juices, and just basically just trying to soften this adhesive, and maybe let it sit overnight, and then early in the morning try to, you know, scrape that stuff off, see what happens. It's almost like it's like taking a little layer of it off when I put the stuff on and use the scrubby, you know, it kind of leaves this white stuff. So I think it's just like taking a little layer, and then there's, you know, just got to keep doing it several times. Maybe a heat gun. I don't know if this stuff will heat up. It probably will. It might, I don't know. Kind of afraid to use a heat gun in here, but we might have to. Anyways, okay, that's it for now. I can't do anything until it starts cooling off. So yeah, so I got a couple pieces to work on, I guess. The tabs broke off. One of them was already broken off, so you know, and you can see how hot it got. I don't know what wattage light bulb this is. I might put a lower watt light bulb. It says it's a 9.3 China. 9.3 China. Okay, that's that. So we're looking at some on eBay, $80 for that one. Doesn't look real good. It's broken right there where mine is. The seal's all messed up. Does have the tabs, but you know, it's just old. $55. They're just, this one looks all melted right there too, so you know, I'm just gonna fix mine. This one's in pretty good condition. Almost $200. I just want to try to see if I can find the red thing. Got $250. Okay, let's check this out. So I got this on, this tab. we'll sand it down and it might fall off again. Got all these pieces back on. I'll file that stuff down. I got my speakers, they're not real big, but the magnets are the same size. And what I might do is, this is the mount for the other one, you know, I might I can get this to go in and just cut a couple slits in here with a Dremel or whatever. That way I can have the speaker, yeah, I can have the speaker mounts. And this will just go right back into the existing holes. So I wish I wouldn't have cut those speakers, these tweeters off of this thing, because I could have probably just directly just fit this in here and used the other ones, but this one's already got tweeters. It might sound kind of weird with that setup. Okay, so I got some glazing putty or spot putty. I bought some, not for this, but just general repairs and fixes on the cars. But I filled in all the cracks, and then I'm going to sand this down, and it should be okay. This one here, I don't think I'm going to need to do it. Just need to sand that down. Okay, so I think I found an easier way to do it. I should have done this in the beginning. I forgot all about it. But I took a garbage bag and I just, you know, I opened up the garbage bag so it would fit on the window. I laid it on the outside of the back window, then with a blade I cut around it. Then I brought it in here. And then I wet everything down and I let it sit in the sun. It kind of boils the adhesive and starts loosening it up. Like this is plastic, by the way, so it's not going to hurt anything, but it started loosening some of these pockets up. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Yeah, there's some bubbles in here that I saw they were completely open, but yeah, you see how it's all cracking right there? Yeah, it's cracking all around, so yeah, see, it's so I'm gonna keep doing that. It's a nice warm day. It's gonna be 85. Yeah, just spray it down with water, you know, start applying this thing at the bottom and just keep soaking it and soaking it and soaking it and let it sit. But you got to have sun so that it kind of steams it off, you know. It loosens it up so I can get it off with my nail now. At least I'm happy about that. And I'm going to use a non-scratching like sponge type thing, you know. I don't have it here, but yeah, at least I'm glad about that. God, so buying all that crap, a waste of money and a gooey mess. Well, I'll still use that stuff though. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I forgot. Yeah, you're usually, when the tint is on there, you do this you make your pattern here out of a black garbage bag. Then you lay it on here with the water and everything like that. And then it loosens the tint. Then you start peeling it back real slow, and it should pull the adhesive up with it, you know. But like one tint guy said, there's some tint that just leaves this mess for you to clean up. Yeah, see, I can scratch it. All the white things are loose parts. So I'm just gonna keep soaking it down until everything just gets, you know. I was really worried about that. But I think you know, to get down below here, I mean, the tint goes all the way down to here. It's gonna be really hard for me a professional can do it real quick and everything, but to get all of this stuff here and on the sides, I'm gonna try to remove the seat and this shelf and get that done like that. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. All right, so I'm gonna take the bottom part of the back seat out here. This is a 92 Mercedes 300E, and I'm working on this whole back area, and I got to take all this seats out. So there's a red thing here that you press, and then you pull up. You get it loose on one side. Okay, then you've got another one on the other side that you push in. And then you got to pull the seat up. Oh, I heard the other side just go down. Okay, that side is loose. This side over here, loosen it up again. So much fun, you know. Okay. You gotta be careful because they want to lock on you again. You press it, you can hear it release. There. Okay. Whew. And you got the seat belts here. And then you just kind of pull it out. Oh, come on. Okay, there. Okay, so I took the back seat out. I'm putting it in the minivan. So yeah, you can see those are what's holding it down. Oh my God, now that I don't have a soft squishy cushion to sit on, it's just hard. So it's 8mm. Tighten. Unloosen. Yeah, I'll get this over here. So to get these C-pillars off, you gotta take the seats all off completely, because you gotta, oh wait, hold on. To get the C-pillars off, you gotta take the back seat out, because there's this one seat belt. The reel is down here behind, and you gotta unloosen all this stuff to get it loose. Oh my God. Pretty sure, unless I can maybe I can get this through here. This camera's hard. It's around like my neck. So let's see, can I get this through? Yeah. Okay, good. Please. All right. Okay. So you don't have to get the back seat out. You got to get the you got to get the bottom seat out, because this goes down here. That's where the seat belt is. Now there's 3 8mm bolts hiding. There's one over on this side, one on the other side, one in the center, and then you take this and you push it up, and then it should come out. Okay. Okay, so somewhere up here, look, for the stereo, there's that, gosh, there's that monster speaker wire, and there's that blue wire, so I guess it's not the O2 sensor. It might have been some kind of control unit. A lot of other wires here back here. Anyways, yeah, you can see there's one. Where is it? Oh, it's way up in here. Right there. Kind of hard to see, but that's the way it goes. Anyways, okay, I'll try this one. I did find one loose screw back here just laying there. So I don't know where that came from. So somebody must have had these seats out. There's not much room up here for a... The screw I found looks just like this. So I think it's already... Yeah, it must have fallen out. So I'm just going to go to the other side. Come on, please. Not too hard. It's just awkward. I haven't found any goodies. Put that there. Put that there. Then you gotta push up. Oh my God, yeah, it's gonna be, I'm gonna have to climb in here. I'm gonna have to put some pillows down here. It's gonna kill me. Oh yeah, it's not, ouch, yeah, that hurt, that hurt, that hurt. Okay. All right, now it's just simple. Where's that cushy seat? I'm sitting on like barnacles here. This is loose here. Yeah. So I guess there's two areas. I can position myself here. I think like there's two hooks that go down in the slots. Yeah. Whew. Not hard, just awkward. And it's hot. And it's hot out here. Does it ever cool off? I guess if it was raining, I couldn't do this, so... Alright, that's okay. Come on, baby. You can do it. Oh my God. Oh, it's sharp underneath. Where can I hold it from? The springs. Okay. Oh. I think I'll just slide it in. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so I got it out. Okay. 17. All right. I'll put this back. Good, this is easy. Yeah. I've done that a long time ago. Come on. There. Oops. But these things have to come out first, and that's not going to be fun. Maybe I'll do it later when it cools off, because it's starting to really get hot. And I'll just keep adding water to this tint back here. Try to get it to loosen up. Oh. Isn't that nice looking? I should just leave it like that. Drive around. Go to the tint shop. Can you imagine if I brought this to the tint shop and they had to deal with all that glue? But at least now I'll be able to get access all the way, the glass all the way down here. So when I put new tint, I'll do it in the garage. But it's not, God, it's just a hot day. You know. Yeah, it's looking good. I don't know. I started doing one thing, all of a sudden turned into 15 things. All right. Yeah, you can see that this is where all the hooks for that back portion of the seat. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought there was just 2, but there's 4. So I just applied some more water on this. Just keep at it. So today I'm going to try to remove these wonderful things that look like a nightmare. And this is what there's these things here that go down below and, you know, cover it up, beauty ring or whatever. And those things will probably, you got to pry them out. They'll probably explode into a million pieces trying to pry them out from up top here. So I'm going to try to go underneath. It's going to be real hot again here today. I'm going to spend so much time, so many projects on this just the back area here. It's probably going to be a 2 or 3 part, you know, including the stereo. I can't install the speakers until I get all this done and put back together. You know, when I first started, I just thought, I'm just going to install a stereo. Everything's going to work. Nope. One thing leads to another. You never know, you know. On YouTube, they always make everything look so easy. You just do this. And, you know, it's never like that. There's always something that comes up and blocks my progress. I go, what? Anyways, yeah, so I got these non-scratching pads for doing the tint removal. It doesn't scratch the glass. It was like $3 for 3 big sections. I cut them in half. Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be screaming hot again today. It's not supposed to, it'll start cooling off. What's today? Today's Wednesday. I guess tomorrow's the last hot day. Oh God, I gotta get all this stuff out of here. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Got that panel off. Now what's down here? Oh my God. I should wear a beanie. I know I'm gonna hit my head a million times. Gas tank. Sounds kind of empty. Like crap. Oh, everything is way up. Everything is way up. Let's see if I can get this camera to cooperate. I don't know. I can't see anything from where I'm at. See that right there? See where I'm poking my finger? That's an air vent. When you close your door, this pushes air from the cabin to the trunk so the door closes where you don't have to slam it twice. I know with the SL, I have to slam it twice or close the door hard because of that. I don't know if it's blocked or whatever. I think I when I had everything apart in the SL in the trunk, I couldn't really see anything, you know. So anyways, oh my God. God, I gotta get in here and lay down. It's gonna hold 205 pounds. Well, I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I don't know if I got. It's really hard to film. Right here, there's one on either side. This is just one of the headrests, and there's a release thing here. Okay, yeah. You push it forward with your thumb, and then I'm gonna have my son pull it out. I don't know. This is really hard to photograph and do your. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna release these things.
What am I pulling out?
The headrest.
Oh, okay.
For the driver's side.
Yeah.
Just get your hands on it and see if you could just pull it out. I'm gonna have to undo something else, I think, but
okay.
Just try it.
It's not moving.
Not moving? Okay, try it again.
No.
Oh. Okay. Okay, well, that was unsuccessful. Okay, those things are loose. Try pushing down. Okay, there it's coming. Push either up or down.
I'm pulling up.
Really? There.
Now it's out.
Oh yeah. Did the camera get that? Probably not.
I have
But
to like push it forward and up.
you had to push it forward and up. So you need two people, one person down here doing this. Okay, let's get the other one. It's so hard. It's so hard. Okay, let me see if I can turn around. I mean, I'm 6'4" and 6'3". God. And yeah. I'm not whining. No. Oh my God. Oh, where can I put my head? Where can I put? Okay. Sorry, it's jiggling. Where'd my flashlight go? Okay. Yeah, get yourself some pillows that you can put down here. And, you know, so much better. Jeez. Yeah, man. Okay. Let's take a look here. See what's going on. Okay, so we got that off. Now I don't know what's holding this down. There's some screws right there. I don't know what those do. There's 1, 2. There's going to be an electrical thing here. And here there's see, can you guys see? I just can't really. I've never dealt with this. Okay, so good Lord. Okay, get that out of there. Are there any screws? Okay, so I looked in my bag of tricks on my D drive. Removal and installation of hat rack. Parcel shelf. I didn't know that. That's where I'm supposed to keep my hats? Headrest out. See, they make it so easy. Just 1, 2, 3. That's easy. You gotta climb in the trunk. Push locking lever of left handrest bearing forward by means of screwdriver while disengaging headrest bracket by means of light blows with ball of thumb towards the rear. Push locking lever on the right hand bearing forward. Okay, I already know how to do that. Knock out the headrest uniformly towards the rear of bearings by means of light blows with ball of thumb and remove. Okay, we did that. First, remove first aid kit. I got it out. Disengage rubber bands and unscrew both holders. Oh, so it's the holders that are holding it on. For further installation, proceed vice versa. When installing headrest, slip both headrest brackets uniformly into bearings until lock of headrest engages. That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. Okay, so we're going to undo the two front ones. Now, as far as the third brake light pedestal, that will be something else. Okay, so I got the two fasteners down here for, you'll see there's two Phillips. Now this should come out. Now this should come out. Oh, where's the wire? There's going to be a wire. Wow. There's a long wire. Okay, good. Come on out. I think these are going to have to be turned up a little bit. Clear. Come on, baby. You can do it. We've come this far. You can do it. Oh my God, I don't believe it. Okay. Hey, check it out. Now, what about this thing? Where's it? How's that come out? Oh my God. What's this? How do you get this out? It never said anything about. It never said anything about this thing. Oh, there's those horrible. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's those horrible. Oh, there's horrible. How could they do this? How could they do that? Where does that wire go to? It disappears into a wiring loom, of course. It disappears into a wiring loom. Okay. God, I'd rather just cut that wire. The directions didn't say anything about this. Oh, jeez. Yeah, do you want to try to get the plastic will break? There's 4 of them. I'm just going to cut it right here. And we're just going to, it's just 2 wires. Yeah, black. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to cut it right here. There's tape on here. I don't know. Anyways, done. Sorry, Mercedes, but it's okay. You got a lot of wire to work with there to reconnect it. And that's how you get the parcel shelf out. And it's gonna go join all its little friends into the minivan. Okay. It's great that I got this little minivan to just store everything in when I'm working on it, because I don't want it in my garage. And that's how you get the parcel shelf out. Ta-da. Yeah, it'll be 85 degrees today. Okay, now, there's nothing else stopping me from Oh my God. Let's take a look. Let's get this camera off my, I have a neck mount GoPro. Oh my God. Let's take a nice look at this. What's this? Old window tint. Now I can get to, I think this is that rubber thing. What is that rubber? It's loose. I think it goes, wow, yeah, goes over this shelf here. So now, yeah, I can even take this stuff off. Wow, I like that look. It's great. Come on, come on out. Yeah, get out. Nice little sharp things I can cut my arms on now. But I can get access all the way around. And that's cool. Okay, so I think this video is long enough right now. This will be part 1. This will be the end of part 1. And part 2 will be finishing or removing that tint. Buying the new tint for it. I might do this window because it's got a thing on it. Oh my God, I'm so glad I got that out before it got too hot. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, I might be able to heat that up, the heat gun, and get it out. Yeah, I'll put this back. Oh, I should put that in the minivan. Nah, screw it. I'll put it right there. Okay. Now I'm going to spend the rest of the day getting this stuff off. In part 2, we'll get the tint. We'll put it back together. We'll put the speakers in. We'll test the speakers, see if we like them first before we do a full install. Hook the stereo's already hooked up. The old one. There'll be one more speaker that we have to investigate on the other side on the driver's door. That'll be fun. So yeah, you know, a simple little thing just turns into a nightmare of stuff to do. Here's the third brake light that I've pieced back together. It's almost ready for paint. I was ready last night to paint it. I took some needle nose pliers and held it right here so I could, you know, move it and paint it and stuff. And this part, 2 pieces just cracked off just from holding it. So it's kind of like an eggshell. You saw the price. These are like $250 for one that's been reproduced. $200 for 30-year-old one. $100, you know. I did paint the other part, so it's gonna match the speaker grills, which is nice. Came out pretty nice. I just, these little things that hold it in, I kind of like snapped off the holder, because the way it's going to go back together, it's going to go on here like this, and then I'm just going to put clear silicone all the way around it to hold it in. I'll put instructions on the bottom side in case anybody has to take it off to replace the bulb. I've never replaced the bulb. It still works. It's 30 years old, so you know. And the bulb, well, from what I found, it should be 13.5 or 2 watts, so like 13 watts. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.